So here we are again, folks, back on the East Coast. Just giving a couple of calves a little hand feed. Have them in headlocks, and just want to talk a little bit about the headlocks today. They're really good thing to have. I got these, purchased some, they're in Facebook Marketplace. Went down to a beautiful place on Cape Breton Island called East Sky Glen. The dairy farmer there, just a great couple. It switched from Holstein to Jersey, and the headlocks were just a bit too big for their Jersey. Their heads were popping out of them, so he got some new head gates, and he had these for sale. So we took a drive down with the old F-150. It's got an 8-foot box, so got a deal. He loaded them with his front end loader because they are heavy. But the great thing about these is you can train your calves early on. They were a bit big for our cows too, so I just modified them with a couple of 2x4s and 2x2s, and we just made that post just even that inch and a half there, inch and a half on each side, 3 inches. You can it made them work really well for us. But so we took them home, and I got my boys to put them out the truck, and they said these things are super heavy. They're really heavily made, and they'll last forever. But they're a great thing if you want to deworm your cattle, or just to put a little bug spray on them, something like that. You just bring them in, and there's a little sliding lever here that's unlocked now. It was locked before. They can pop their heads out. So they'll just line up 5 in a row, and you can deworm them, put a little fly spray on them in the summer. Do a little bit of that too to keep the flies down, but they are really handy. And I think anybody that's running a few beef cows like we do, we just have maybe half a dozen, maybe get up to 7 one of these days, 7 calves, but they come in really handy. And there's a lot of dairy guys out there, and some of them are upgrading, so just keep an eye out, and it'll make your life a lot easier when you get your cows trained a little bit. And it works really well. What you don't want to do is let your cow get to 1,000, 1,200, 1,400 pounds and then put them in one of these headlocks first time around, because they might hurt themselves, or they might destroy your barn. Like if you get a real wild cow, it's 1,400 pounds, you put them in a headlock like this, probably not going to work. But if they're trained early on, they're not going to struggle at all. Just like this little heifer here, the headlock is unlocked at the moment. She doesn't care. She just wants her hand feed. And so that's, I think it's a really good thing to have if you have just run a few cows, or even more. And they're out there. I bought these used because that's just the way I am. I could probably next summer might get a smaller set for just the calves, so before we send them to sale, we can just kneel them and make our lives a lot simpler. So thanks for watching, folks, and that's news from the East Coast today. Thanks, and take care.